Hello, Bobby. Hello, guys. Hey, Hippy. How you doing? Hopefully, we won't lose internet connection. Well, we lost it this time yesterday. You guys ready? Tomorrow is your big day. Being Saturday right now. Hey, beep beep. You guys got a dad waiting to take care of you guys. I won't be letting Jess watch chat when she comes in. I will be watching downstairs. Dorian is having constipation issues. So he managed to move a little bit of stool about 10 minutes ago. That was very hard. See, I got a litter box cam. That is a bad place for you to wait, Hippy. He's leaning up against the door. And Dorian has received appetite stimulant since he hasn't eaten anything all day. Some anti-nausea medication because he threw up. Looks like he had eaten some kibble because that's where he threw up. Constipation can cause nausea, the pain of constipation. And he's got sub-Q fluids. You are such a happy boy. The Zoom meeting with their potential adopter went really well.
Ooh, hello, buddy.
And their potential adopter looks very excited for them to come. On Sunday, what's going to happen is that we're going to load them up in a carrier, take them there. They're not going to come out of the carrier. And he's going to just take the carrier, once he fills out the paperwork, he's going to take the carrier, put it in his car, take them home, and then bring the carrier, Sam's kitty, back to home with Pet. I told him I'll let you watch the chat since I'm watching litter boxes.
I don't have my phone. It would have no. I'll get your phone.
Okay.
I didn't have any charge on it.
Hey Tracy, Lizzie, Mary Jane, Amy, Beep Beep, Anu, Nadine. Does it make him chatty? I'm gonna watch it for a moment. Dorian's pretty chatty to begin with, so it's hard to tell if it makes him chatty. Cougar had it, and I don't think it made him chatty. We got a love bug here. He's like, hey, this hand's supposed to be scratching me too. I use my phone to watch the litter boxes. Yeah, you minimized everything. There we go.
Did you see the video though of them in the tub? They did that for like over an hour.
Yeah, Penny and Scout, they both just got in the bathtub and turned it into an arena where they were like whapping each other up and down. Did you bring my phone?
No, I have my phone. I'll plug it in over here.
Oh, okay.
You can watch that.
Short cable.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna sit there, so you're gonna have to figure something else out. Hey, buddy! You guys were so good at your adoption appointment. Zoom appointments for adoptions too. Yeah, he hasn't been nippy at all since the first day.
He was
Oh, not with me.
a little bit just now, but that's because I wasn't petting him. He was like, hello.
He's so soft and silky. You're a silky little guy. Do we have any other exciting news that we want to share?
Do you want to?
It's up to you. Don't eat my glasses, and I have your poopy in my face. Why is your poopy in my face? There's the poopy.
I want to know who you're talking to.
That's a good question. It's not you. Lizzie says, question mark, question mark.
I was just about to say, but we decided to adopt a kitty that looks just like him, but is not him.
His 9 is fine. I know everyone's super shocked about it. And there she goes. She's gonna have a new name.
We're gonna call her Harley. And it's not after Davidson, it's not after Quinn. It's not after a person or object. It's just we were throwing around a bunch of names for black and white cats, and I like the way Harley stuck to the wall.
Ghosties. I wanted Minnie Moo. I wanted to call her Minnie, and then Minnie Moo, because she's a little moo moo.
I was like, veto.
No, you were not. You were like, Minnie's a good one. So it was between Harley and Minnie, and really Minnie never got into. Harley Quinn is a DC character.
But she's not named after Harley Quinn. She's just called Harley. Her full name, since we Jess has been living here for what? How many months now? 10?
12. It will be 12 months on December 3rd.
Okay. So we decided that since we basically can't have kids, that
we can have kids.
we're not going to have kids.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate.
That we'll have a kitten instead. So her name is going to be Harley Dwyer Bartlett.
Mm-hmm. She's funny. So remember, I had been asking to adopt her, and he kept saying no, no. Even when we were that first night when we were talking about 9 is fine, he was a firm no. And then one lunchtime.
It was last weekend.
Yeah, it was last Saturday.
At dinner, I asked her if she was serious about adopting Harley or Scout. We started calling her Harley, and then Jess almost called her referred to as Harley in here, and just managed to catch herself. So we were like, okay, we got to keep calling her Scout.
So actually, her name's not hyphenated. Her middle name's going to be Dwyer because that's my middle name now is Dwyer. So all of my cats have middle names. So like Ruthie Ann Dwyer, Libby Mary Dwyer,
We figured
Penny Marie Dwyer.
Instead of 42 litters, maybe every 5 years or more. But at the rate we're going through fosters.
Anyway, so I had been saying, you know, she'd be a really good fit, and actually, she makes the house a little bit more harmonial.
Yeah.
And brings more harmony to the house, I guess. And so I had said that, and then he at lunch came up and was on the bed with B during their lunch break, and then all of a sudden Harley sat here, and I came up the stairs. She said, "Come quick, come quick!" And I was like, "Okay."
He's like, B was curled up right here, and Harley was like slowly oozing over, and B didn't fuss. And when that happened, that kind of like,
And then later that day, Harley and B were chasing each other a little bit in a very playful manner. And then I guess you went out with Chris, I think. I don't know what it was. Went out somewhere, and then you came and we had dinner, and you're like, "So, are you really serious?"
It's been 6 years since I adopted Trillian. She's 6 years old now.
We had a big family meeting, and we did the pros and cons.
There were more pros and cons.
Yep. And then that night at like midnight, we put an application in, and I emailed one of the adoption counselors and said, "Hey, we put an application in." And then she wrote back saying, "Oh my God, you know, we made a note and put her pending." And then this week we made an appointment. Now, if someone else had put an application in before us, we would not be, it doesn't, just because we're fostering doesn't mean that we have automatic dibs on a cat. That's not how it works. It's first, whoever puts an application in first.
Yeah. We put one in, I think, Tuesday?
No, we put one in on Saturday night, last Saturday night. And then Tuesday's when I made the appointment for Sunday. So
Hey Luna, you just missed it, that big announcement, but we're adopting Scout. We're going to be calling her Harley. Just Harley.
We're both very tired, actually.
These guys have an adoption appointment on Sunday, and they had a Zoom meeting earlier today, which was very good. Their potential adopter is very excited, and yeah,
it was really good meetings. Yeah. So the really nice thing is that he was we're able to do it all at the same time, which it wouldn't have really, wouldn't have been a big deal if we didn't. But it just happens to be so nice that they have their appointment at 12:30 and we have our appointment at 12:30. So we'll leave here at noon. Now Harley will not be coming with us to the shelter, and she has her vet appointment on December 4th.
Yes, Harley gets along with everybody. She especially gets along with Penny. And that's like a special bond right there. And honestly, that makes the whole adoption worth it right there. And Nakia is a bit like unsure. She like looks at it, it's like, yeah, okay.
We did twice today. They did do a little.
Yeah, they played a little bit, and B actually played with her. B still, when it's time for her to snuggle in my lap, she has exclusivity rights. So like if Harley's sleeping in my lap and B wants to nap, I mean, sit there too. Her ears get folded back, and then she'll like, pop, my turn. B was here first, so.
You're scaring the cats.
That's more.
Thank you. Yeah, so now we have 9 cats.
And 2 cats that are not doing really well right now.
2 older cats that, yeah, are having.
Yeah, Dorian's having severe constipation. He's starting to move some really hard poop, but he's not comfortable. And Eddie's having some sort of issue with his heart that we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, just a few, Luna. Like I have like 11 cats every morning that both of us have to care for. Ten litter boxes. So we did have a discussion about the 10th litter box. And I was like, 9 cats, dear? You gotta have 10 litter boxes.
We're running out of room for litter boxes.
It's so hard when they get older.
Chicken Dorian. I have a Nest Cam on his litter boxes right now. Looks like he has not been back since we left.
My biggest con was that how we'd have to explain to people that we have that we were getting a 9th cat.
Yeah, he hasn't moved since we left.
2 is a nice round number, Luna. They sound super cute. Yeah, just pretend they're fosters. I don't know. Our thing is that she really just wormed her way into the house. I mean, that's the only way that, and our hearts. That's really the only way I can say. Yeah. And that's
plus just, her head is like really round.
He's obsessed with her
it's
head.
Really cute.
He's obsessed. There's been a couple of times that he's like physically can't do anything because she's right there, and I'd be like, dear, and he'd be like, what? Like his head's in the cloud in love. Well, happy gotcha day, Jeannie. You get strange looks with bugs. We're so far past 3. We're like,
you know, we're to the point where it's like it's all the same. I think once you get past 6, it's all the same.
Yeah, a couple of people that are like, were like, well, you already have 8. What's one more?
It's like I've had 9 before. And then after a really bad month, I went down to 5.
Mm. Oh my
God. Oh, that was cute.
It was so cute. I will say though, like, because I know with Richie, I really like Richie. I thought would be a good fit for our house too, but he was wild. That cat is wild, like with all capital letters. She's not that wild. She's fun, and I don't want to say she's tame, but she kind of, does that make sense? Like, she's not wild. Like, Richie was wild. Oh yeah, I know some of the people that have 7 or more kids, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, wait, I'm thinking I can't judge those people anymore. Not that I ever really did. I just don't understand.
The only difference between us and them is that their kids can take care of them later.
Yes, that's a problem. We've got to come up with solutions. We also have to come up with, like, something happens to us, God forbid, where do these 9 cats go? Like, who takes care of these 9 cats? Because, that's not fair to anyone to pick up those pieces for us. Minion, I don't know. I don't think he could handle 9 cats. Well, he may care for John. I don't know if he'll care for me. Yeah, so John's got it in the bag. You don't have to worry about it. It's me. Well, remember, and when I first moved in, I was like, I'm never doing 9 cats. Remember?
Yeah, you're like 8 cats is too much.
No, 9. Remember we had Mercury?
A lot of times you. Oh yeah.
It was like, I'm never doing 9 cats again. This is ridiculous. It was a shock. I mean, at the time, Mercury took a lot of.
Yeah, Mercury was a lot of work.
A lot of medical care for Mercury, and even Dorian at the time. You know, it was just the whole change. So I was joking with John that I wanted to go to Hawaii to visit my dad, and he told me I couldn't go because we had 9 cats. I had invited him. He said, no, you can't because we have 9 cats. I said, well, then you can stay home. And he says, no, you're not allowed to travel if then leave me with 9 cats.
I'm okay with it.
Now you're okay with it?
No, I survived January when I had 9 cats then.
Yeah, you did. You had help though then too.
No, Chris would be helping too. Oh yeah, you're talking about like
Jennifer.
Yeah.
They did most of the scooping.
No, while you're gone, it's like Chris did the scooping in the morning and I did the scooping in the evening.
No, Jennifer did the scooping.
Well, when she didn't scoop.
Yes, when she didn't come. And there's only a handful of days that she didn't come. And then remember, Jesus, I can't say her name. Starts with an M. Macon. She came. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
She only did not come I think there's only 3 times you didn't have someone come in the evenings.
Yeah, but right now due to the COVID situation, can't have people in the houses when the sitters come. Not for like a day.
Well, I leave it to 3 hours. I asked for at least 3 hours difference between when they leave and when we come. Because they have said, and I don't know if it's true, it can last for 3 hours in the year. I don't know if that's true.
And we basically seen 3 versions of Hippy. We saw the Hippy that came here that was shy and scared. We saw the Hippy that was relaxed but anxiety ridden. Look how long he is. And now we see a Hippy and is the natural Hippy, the real Hippy. When now they've been reunited with his brother. I like 2 peas in the pod.
Oh God, they love each other. Yesterday after the camera went out, I sat in here for a few minutes longer and they were just licking each other. Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. So cute. I got a couple of videos. And then they were drinking out of the same water together, and then they would lick each other. Like one would take a break from drinking and lick the other one, and then vice versa. It's awesome. And so if I understood correctly, and I could be wrong, then the potential adopter is actually a first-time cat owner. And you would never know from the questions he was asking because they were really well thought out questions.
Very knowledgeable.
Very knowledgeable. You could tell he had been talking to a lot of people and done a lot of research and
already bought towers.
Yeah, he had already brought a couple of things, and then he knew he was going to go out shopping for a couple of things. Anyway, he's going to be our first time, if I understood correctly, a cat parent, and I think these are great first-time cat parents. Right? I mean, I would never give Ruthie to a first-time cat parent.
Well, these guys are very easy.
Yeah. Like who? Oh, I would never give Zuko and Twix and to a first time. Though that would not be a good fit in my opinion. I don't know if that's what ended up happening, but Richie, I don't think would be might be a tough first time cat parent. Don't you think?
Well, if he goes with his mom.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. After
Locked up for so long, yeah, he's a wild
he's gonna
child.
be wild. I mean, he was wild when he was here, and we were letting him run around.
And fly.
I'll never forget that. That wasn't our finest moments, right, dear?
Yeah, we can stop there. He still has a tiny little bald spot on his belly. It's filling in though.
He's a handsome guy. Yeah, right? Like, there's just certain cats that are not for first timers. Yeah, Ray does sound like a handful.
Yeah, we kind of described Bobby during his Zoom interview. It's kind of like business cat with a suit from the waist up, and then sweatpants or PJs from the waist down. He's a COVID survivor. Actually, he was kind of born when the whole COVID things just started coming down.
God, these guys are such handsome boys. Such a great, like, low, not low, but calm personality, demeanors. You're closest to things. I'm getting really tired. We had to drive down to Bellevue while John had to drive.
A couple of times.
Today?
Lots of driving.
Today?
Well, not today to Bellevue, but we drove there yesterday.
A Wednesday, yeah. Yeah, we're going to be at Dr. Mars's office, not this upcoming week, but the following week on Friday, and then the following week after that on Thursday. And I'm kind of like, ooh, this is what it's like having 9 cats. We're just shuttling them all around.
If we do once a month, this will be like only 3 months that we don't go in.
Yeah, I mean, we have been averaging at least once a month. Oh, wait, this is unplugged.
Oh, it's after 1 o'clock, so we're going to head out.
Mm-hmm.
We're tired. Look at that tail. Jeez. And we still got to do meds.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Bobby's like, okay, I'm ready to go out. I heard what happens when kitties leave this room.
That's John's biggest. Yay, the cat's out of the bag! We're adopting Scout. I'm very happy. You know, she's not my cat, but I still get to enjoy her.
Yeah, she's definitely a daddy's girl.
Oh God, it's ridiculous. So remember, so who Tracy Ghosties was asking earlier if she's suckling and is there any concern about the boys? Well, she's taken up John as that mantle. She does his neck and his
My chin. Yeah, but the boys won't let her cuddle. So.
No, and she hasn't tried. Like, she does not like Dorian at all because Dorian likes to do the and she's like, ah!
And Eddie hisses at her.
Well, not anymore. Like the first week he did, but now. So she's this. They've given the signs that it's not appropriate. So she has John.
All right.
Okay.
Enjoy the boys. Have a nice day.
Only one more sleeps, 2 more sleeps, and then you go home. Love you guys. Good night, everybody. Nope, my water bottle. Wait, oh, and we didn't put this away. Yep, we're not doing so good. Okay. It's one thing we didn't get for their going away present is a rainbow, but we did tell the dad about it. Okay. Good night. You sleep good, boys. Love you. Love you.